Good evening. I'm Jesus. I originally intended to do a small video on the 14th Amendment and the debate on whether or not to repeal it. However, since the upcoming 9th anniversary of September 11th is upon us, I decided that I needed to do something a little bit more timely. I had heard it before, and I was reminded again of it today, that the Dove World Outreach Center on September 11th is planning on burning several Korans to commemorate the September 11th attacks. I think this is an incredibly misguided act. And not just that, but also an act of bigotry and of hatred. I think that it really shows off the worst part of America. The xenophobic part of America. The part of America that believes that if you're not white and Christian, that you might not really belong here. And I can't help but think what kind of message this must send abroad. I think of Iraq and Afghanistan, where we're actively trying to set up democracies. Is this the kind of democracy that we're trying to set up? Remember, these are a Muslim people. If they believe, and they might be correct in believing, that the system that we are trying to set up in their countries is one that will treat them with hatred and with mistrust, can we really expect them to support that kind of government? Do you really think that they can look at what we're doing there and imagine that we're doing anything with good intentions? Or is it more likely that this will present America as a country that hates Islam? And I think that puts our troops that are still there in harm's way. Remember that even though combat operations have wound down in Iraq, that between Afghanistan and Iraq, there are still tens of thousands of troops over there. Could you imagine what would happen if the populace, the local support that has been garnered so far, really believed that America hated Islam, or hated them? The pastor organizing the burnings has said that what he's protesting are the radical Muslims. But let's not forget that the Koran is a holy book to all Muslims, radical and otherwise. Let us not forget that there are over 1 billion Muslims in the world, and that this is a holy book to all of them. I really think it speaks to the short-sightedness of this pastor. And I really think that this runs the risk of radicalizing non-radical Muslims. It's this kind of hate that spurs people to acts of hatred. I also think that it's a logical fallacy to do something like this. We're not at war with Islam. Not all terrorists are Islamic. Let us not forget Timothy McVeigh, the Unabomber, the Oklahoma City bomber. These were white people. These were white Christian people. Crazy people. And Islam has its crazy people too. But that does not warrant the burning of a holy book for an entire world religion. The only justification for an act like that is hatred and bigotry. And it really is the worst part of America. Thank you.